Hi, I'm Jo Touching-Sharp, founder of Scamp and Dude, and I'm here with The Edit, shooting my cover story. I started my career in public relations, working in the beauty industry, worked with many amazing beauty brands, always been slightly obsessed with beauty. I worked at various PR agencies before being head of press for Estee Lauder and Tom Ford Beauty, before setting up my own PR company, which I ran for 8 years. So my life completely changed when suddenly one day I had the really terrible headache. Felt like someone was stabbing me in the back of my eye. I went to the hospital and discovered I'd had a brain hemorrhage and that they'd discovered a lump on my brain. So everything changed in my life at that moment. My children were only 1 and 3, and the thought of leaving them without a mum was completely life-changing. I had to face brain surgery to remove the lump, and no one wants to have brain surgery. The thought of going into hospital and maybe not ever coming out again was completely life-changing. One of the biggest things I remember was, how will people remember me if I don't make it through? And I thought, I've not done enough good. And if I make it through, whatever I do next, I'm going to help people. I'm going to do some good. I didn't know what at that moment, but I knew that if I was given a second chance at life, I was going to make it count. Luckily for me, I did make it through my surgery, but I didn't see my children for 10 days in hospital. So this side of my head was shaved with 20 staples going down. I looked like Frankenstein, and I didn't want my children to see me like that. I thought that sight would stay with them forever. So I spent a lot of time in hospital thinking, what do I wish I could have given them to comfort them while we were apart? And I thought, I wish I could have given them a snuggly superhero, a little superhero to watch over them while we were apart. And I thought, if there was a pocket on the back, I could have put my photo and said, this superhero is going to look after you and mummy's still with you. And I couldn't find them. I googled and I tried to find something like that. There was nothing available, so I thought, I'm going to make them. This can be my get well goal. This can be my way of doing some good. I'm going to donate one for every one sold to a child who loses a parent or is seriously ill themselves. And this was the very start of Scamp and Dude, creating superheroes, filling kids with superpowers, and it was the start of what was to come. As well as our superhero sleep buddies, I wanted to create a clothing line to fill kids with superpowers when they had to be apart from their loved ones. So we started with a kids' clothing line full of superpowers, leopard prints full of little lightning bolts to give them superpowers when they're away from their loved ones, a superpower button on every garment to be pressed to give the kids superpowers. Over the years, we've developed our women's wear range, which now makes up 95% of the collection. We have denim and dresses and accessories, but all of them are superpower infused to give everyone a boost when they need it. And I launched our super scarves, which is probably the thing I'm the most proud about Scamp and Dude. They're beautiful superpower infused scarves that for every one sold, we donate one to a woman starting chemotherapy. And so far in the UK, we've donated 55,000 scarves to women. The first day they start chemotherapy, they're terrified and they get wrapped up in a superpower infused comfort blanket to give them a bit of luck to start their treatment. I was 39 when I had my brain surgery and turned 40 when I registered the name Scamp and Dude and started creating the brand. I'd never started a brand before. I'd never designed a fashion collection before, but it's amazing what nearly losing your life does. And I felt like I could do anything. I didn't see barriers anymore. I thought I literally was like, I've got a second chance at life. I can do anything, and I could do it. So I always like to say, you can do it too. It's never too late to change your career. It's never too late to create a great legacy of giving back, doing something you really believe in. It's the purpose side of life is so important, and I didn't realise until I nearly lost my life. But I like to say to people now, how will you be remembered if tomorrow was your last day on this planet? If you're not happy with what you find, make a change, do some good, help some people. It feels really good. I'm still obsessed with beauty products, and a few of my top buys that I pick up in Superdrug are Badedas Bubble Bath. Might sound simple, but my bath is the only moment I get the whole week where I shut the door, lock it, and no one can bother me. And it reminds me of being little, because my mum used to put Badedas in my bath when I was little, so it's such a comforting smell. I adore it. A few products that make my life easier. Bastis dry shampoo, can't live without it. The Garnier micellar water. I'm very short of time, so that takes my makeup off really, really quickly and saves me a few minutes, which I need every minute I can get. The Dr. Paw Paw tinted lip balm, love that. really hydrating, and I love the colour it gives as well. Pick up the Superdrug Edit magazine now in store to read the rest of my story.